Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome here to Clarence D. East Field as we are bringing you coverage of some out-of-conference soccer action, the season opener and home opener here for the Dukes as they take on the Lane Tech champions from North Chicago. Kickoff underway here. We'll start with the champions, now going behind. Luca DeSanto alongside me is Ryan Brownlee. Ryan, tell us a bit about both these teams.
Yeah, obviously Lane Tech is coming off a big run last year, and for this Dukes team, it is going to be a really interesting year as it's kind of like a rebuild, restructure year, as this is pretty much a brand new roster of new kids on this team.
Lane Tech made it all the way to the state championship where they lost, but still had a very strong showing. Not much has changed. They haven't graduated that many people that you'd expect a state championship team to lose, so they still come in with a lot of experience.
Yeah, and this Duke team had some returning players like Stratton and Robladis and Ale in goal. It's going to be really interesting, though, as I believe they only have 6 returners from last year.
As told earlier, Lane Tech is missing one of their top players, Sebastian Bernal. He is out with a hip injury right now, so that is a big loss for them. But besides that, they're all ready to play. Meanwhile, for the Dukes, it's a bit of a rebuilding year. Graduated a senior class that saw a great senior class graduated before them, so it's definitely been a major transition with this team, but there's still some returning players. Cam Coates, for example, and, other players like Dom Gladsby. Didn't see him play all of last season, but we do know he will be a top player for this team nonetheless.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting for this Dukes to see how fast in the season they can build chemistry because obviously there's a lot of new guys in this team, but it's nice to have guys like Dom Glotz back and some new returners like Colton Skinner maybe able to help out the team here.
Quinn Stratton, another top player, loses that ball. Patrick Nazar trying to defend this one. Now it's given up ahead to Sebastian Wimmer. Heinrich in the corner. Gives this one back over to Wimmer. Wimmer crossing. Broken up, though, by Marzano.
Yeah, good pressure early there by Lane Tech. Able to play the left side and beat the left back. And able to force a corner kick here.
Corner kick up. This one just a bit short, still being dribbled around. York trying to take control of it. Some miscommunication there between Coates and Rubicek. Not sure who was supposed to be on that ball there, but they kick it out nonetheless. And it is their possession. And Coates whiffs that kick again.
Yeah, bad turnover there. Obviously, trying to play from your back end isn't the easiest, but when you can't play out of your back end, that's going to cause a lot of errors and opportunities for Lane Tech here.
Scheinger, quite the punt or throw up here. Now Kraus over to Scheinger. Being battled for in the corner. Coates gives this one up ahead. Kanya slips there. Not able to get there in time, so instead it goes to Jasper Grove.
Sloppy play for the Dukes here early. On that throw in there, they had 3 Dukes collide, and Lane Tech was able to regain possession, but now they're looking to clear here.
Marzano fighting for this ball. Goes out of bounds, though. I'll say it will go to the champions. Jasper Grove, another one of these top players for Lane Tech. He returns for a strong senior year. He's garnered interest around the state of Illinois for soccer at the next level. Kanye tries to get this one up ahead to Skinner, but it is just too far out of range.
Yeah, it was a bad ball there by Kanye. He's obviously visibly upset as there was really no room for Skinner down that line. He was going to get closed off pretty quickly even if he made a clean pass there.
This one out of bounds, off the head of Rublitis. Coach Stopka once again returning for another year of coaching for the Dukes, of course bringing them to the famous 2021 state title, which was garnered as one of the strongest teams ever put together by York, and still holds the title for the only soccer championship won by the Dukes. trouble here in the goal for Lane Tech. They get it out of the danger zone, up ahead to Schenger.
That was a clean play there by the keeper, and that's going to be a tough foul there.
Coates with some contact there. It'll stay with the champs. You know, Lane Tech, of course, the second largest school in the state of Illinois, only trailing Stevenson. Largest school in the city of Chicago, known for its academics, but also known for its strong athletic programs.
Foul there on Lane Tech. It's going to be a free kick for the Dukes. It's obviously, I don't know why they went with the long ball there, to be honest. I figured they would go short with it, but they tried to play it into the box there, but nothing going.
Turn it over here by York.
York claiming for a handball there.
Skinner gives this one up ahead here to Kanya. Tries to cross here, but it is just too far left. Great effort, though.
Yeah, good ball by Skinner there. Kind of just had a little bit of a rough first touch there and wasn't able to control it, and he just tried to put something on net there. But that was nice to see from the Dukes and a little bit of action at front.
It's great to see. You can already see it. You know, this is, of course, the first game here for the Dukes. Second for Lane Tech. They come in here 1-0. But for the Dukes, you know, this is their first game together as a group. Again, refreshed after a massive senior class graduated. And that is a tough hit there. And it'll stay with the champions. So you were just seeing the development as a team as well through this game.
And that's going to be a bad spot to give up a free kick there for the Dukes there, as they're going to probably send one in here. And it's going to be interesting to see if the Dukes can mark up here and hopefully avoid having a cross-header in.
Last year, both parties were able to hold each other scoreless against one another. We'll see if that is the same story here. But again, this is a much stronger champions, not a much stronger champions team, but a different pace for the Dukes as a team. Kraus on the free kick. It's crossed, and Valdez is there to save that one.
Yeah, nobody there on that cross there. I don't know if he was intended to try to go for the net there and try to go towards the right post, but obviously he did put it right at the center, and that was an easy save for Valdez.
Coates confused on that ball there. It's given behind now to Marzano. And out of bounds.
Yeah, the Dukes need to find some pace here. Obviously, there hasn't been much playing out of the back, and they're just trying to force balls up in positions that they're not going to be able to execute off of, and that's just – they're going to keep going here.
You know, Ryan, it's technically the third week of school. I mean, the first week of school was 3 days, but, you know, I feel like we're all getting back into the groove here, huh?
Yeah, it's finally, like I was kind of saying, like, I have, like, a lot more, like, projects, quizzes coming up. It just feels like we're getting back in the groove of things, and with, obviously, football coming back, first soccer game here, everything just feels like it's coming in full swing now.
Yeah. You know, there's so many different things in our YTV classes here. You're not in it this semester.
Yeah,
Ryan.
I wasn't able to make it in, you know. Got to give big ups to Jason Colino for able to supply me with a drive to school and back.
That's big time right there. You know, we also don't – I don't get to walk in every day and see Connor Choi and Christian McQuaid. You know, Connor off at Indiana, Christian off at TCU. He had you fooled, friends, if you listened to Hubbard York last year for the girls' soccer regionals. He is not going to College of Dreams. He is going to TCU, my friends.
Yeah, Connor Choi, we still talk sometimes. He's sending me some snaps, and you know how much aura Connor Choi has. It's just immaculate.
I mean, I'm just hearing reports back from Indiana all the time. My other friends at Indiana just tell me, man, he's a character. He's a character.
How can you not love Connor Choi, though?
Yeah. Ball goes out there, last off of York.
Not a lot of sustainability from either team here. It's just back and forth for each team here.
They have both been able to get it into scoring position, however. It's not been like a 40-40 yard line battle. There's definitely been some aggression, some nice looks from both teams. Here's a nice one, but it is interrupted by Coates. Pulled down, however, by Kraus.
Good ball there.
Kraus crossing inside by himself. Nice move by Valdez to secure that ball.
Yeah, great save from Valdez there. He tried to go with the tweener between the legs, but able to clean it up and close it down.
Calling people out of the box.
Good touch there from Glads.
Up ahead now, Skinner controlling. It's turned over. Nice move there by Heinrich, just getting it right in between his legs, diving down. Now going the Duke's way. Stratton in the corner gives us one up top again now to Micah Jones, excuse me.
Not Brody Micah.
Not Brody Micah.
I did hear some rumblings, though. There might be a chance Brody Micah gets called up mid-season.
I mean,
according to sources.
We know the talent he brings to a club. I mean, it's
he brings the heat.
He brings the heat. I've seen him kicking around, not just during JV practices, that I walk past, but JV games too. He's always working on his craft, and we're down a man. I mean, I think that's the man to holler at. Or Zach Silkaitis if we need some help in goal, of course.
Yeah, if we've ever suffered so many injuries, Zach is a good call up there to have.
Glads kicks this one up, and it is
Couldn't
too
tell.
far left. I was going to say through the goalpost, but doesn't. My producer is telling me it is through the goalpost, so 3 is good. Skinner. Nice move there to evade his defender, but instead it's taken away by Lane Tech. Coates gives this a header here, and that one out of reach for Nazar.
Yeah, it's been a nice early game here for Skinner. He's been involved a lot on the right side there. As Kanya's able to win this one.
Kanya, he gets doubled, though. He gets through, trying to give this one to Skinner, but it's out of bounds. It'll stay with the Dukes.
Yeah, good little spin move from Kanya. They're able to win a throw in here on the right side. Looking to go deep here, it looks like.
Coates, long throw here. Off the head of a champion. Trying to recover. Is Nazar. Champions control now. Going upfield now. Up ahead to Magnana. Tough defense here by the Dukes, but he does evade.
Yeah, good win there from Lane Tech now, putting some pressure on the Dukes on this right side here.
It's taken away again by the Dukes, playing some tough defense. Nose guarding. Great job to evade there by Magnana. Kept it inbounds, but it's in the hands of Valdez as no one was there to cross for the Dukes.
Yeah, great pressure there on Rubicek on the sideline. They're able to force a bad ball in, and Dukes are back in possession here.
Valdez punts this one away past the 50. Lane Tech gets a foot on it. York gets a head on it. This one's booted up again by the champions. Lane Tech pushing now in the corner. Great defense there by number 23, Jacob Rubicek.
Dukes have some space here.
Marzano going ahead there, tries to cut that one to Skinner. Coates gets this one back, gives it behind to Valdez in the goal. He punts this one away. Up ahead to Skinner again. He gets bumped. And now it's Kanya controlling. Gets it stripped away after a double team.
Yeah, nobody able to help Kanye there. Needed some guys going up, but a little bit too far was Glotz going up the field, but looking for that breakthrough pass. Just nobody else to help him.
And that one just cannot be controlled by Rubicek. Punts it up again. Duke's trying to get under it here.
Oof. Good tackle there.
Now it's Lane Tech off to the races. Shot on goal. No good. Valdez almost lost it out of his hands. Throws this one up ahead to Skinner again. And
no man's land.
Yeah, not able to capitalize there. Didn't have much of an open field.
That's in that moment for Skinner. You just got to play it back there and reset. Offside flag's going to go up on that one.
Rubicek punts this one away again. Pulled in by the champions. Now they're going ahead. Rublitis gets a foot on that one. Now it's to Glodz. Duke's still just having trouble getting it past midfield here. Back on defense now. Jones goes up ahead for that one.
Yeah, the Dukes, I feel like, are starting to find their stride a little bit. They just can't finish that last pass, but they're starting to move the ball around together a lot better here.
Skinner staying aggressive there against Wimmer. And some substitutions will be made here by the Dukes as Connor McLeod and Angel Avar both check in, as Skinner and Nazar take a seat. Of course, not like professional soccer. Substitutes can come back in at some point in the game. It's nothing permanent.
Yeah, that's very helpful, especially in high school soccer there. Always got fresh bodies ready to go.
Same in U.S. college. Same rule applies.
Have you been watching any soccer recently, Luca?
You know, I haven't. And I think it's mainly because Ipswich Town has been relegated from the Prem. So I just haven't had the drive to, wake up early Sunday morning and watch some because you can't watch Town anymore.
Yeah.
They're not on Peacock. They're not on Paramount.
No, they are going to be on Paramount this weekend.
I don't have Paramount, so.
Ipswich has been really rough, off to a rough start, though. So, I mean, might be for the better.
Yeah. It's sad that so many players left. Oh my!
Hutchinson, DeLapp.
It's grim now. O'Shea is still there. I know that.
Leaf Davis.
Yes.
I think Jacob Greaves is still there too.
Morsey's still there.
No, Morsey's gone.
Morsey's gone. Jeez.
He was there for 4 years, the captain.
Wow. So they've had some overhaul, just like this Dukes team. But with that comes so many new opportunities. Your mic is on, Ryan. Might I remind you. Sound engineer Griffin Hanna giving us some advice here. Now Coates to throw in. Rublitis has this one at the 45. He gives it directly over to Marzano.
Bad
he gets
touch
this
there.
one stripped away, yeah. Swept by the champions. Here they go, pushing the other way. Marzano trying to stop him himself, and he deflects it, but it's going back to Lane Tech. They're just severed at the 35 now.
Yeah, good recovery from the Dukes there. Everybody able to get back and stop a big push there as they had a 3-on-2.
Morrow over in the corner now to Wimmer. Nice move there. Valdez, ooh, close call there, but secures the ball once again just in time.
Yeah, Lane Tech is forcing some balls on that there, and obviously they're not the hardest saves, but they're making them do work. Looking maybe for a rebound and opportunity.
Good save there by the Dukes again. They force a turnover here. That's McLeod pushing up ahead himself.
Good ball there from
40,
Glotz.
Oh, at the 45. Gets a bit tripped up there.
That's a rough trip. He had some movement going up ahead and some momentum, but gives it right back.
Got to have your body with your head.
Good ball there.
You know, again, like I said, for Lane Tech, I think they would have some more offensive firepower. Again, Bernal hurt, which severs them. You know.
Yeah, I mean.
I haven't known Sebastian Bernal for long, only like 14 years, but, you know, I know he's been practicing his craft for a long time.
Yeah, and obviously that's going to be a big loss for Lane Tech. We've kind of seen the Dukes more on the offensive end here so far.
Glotz gets control of this one. He kicks it behind, though.
Yeah, you like to see the Dukes just set up here and take it at their pace and control this. Obviously, Lane Tech's starting to put on a little bit of pressure here, but see if they can break it.
Wimmer now over to Rem. Excuse me, wrong team.
Kanya visibly frustrated there, looking for somebody.
Still by himself right there in the middle. I mean, you can expect someone to cross in, but defense just so centrally located there, it just leaves him exposed.
Yeah, the Dukes are trying to play some tough balls in there and trying to go for the long cross, but none of them are getting through.
Champions take control of this one again. Kanya getting wrapped up there with Wimmer. Now Wimmer crossing. Trying to shake off Rublitis. Crosses, and it is off the foot there of Avar. He's chasing it down. Glotz gets there before. And now the Dukes are off to the races. It's a foot race. Glotz the only one pushing. And it goes out of bounds, and the Dukes will try again with Marzano to throw in.
Yeah, good recovery there by Lane Tech there. Trying to stop a fast break from the Dukes there, and they do successfully.
Valdez punts this one away to the 35. Avar over to Glotz. Champions control again at the 40. Heinrich.
Yeah, Dukes are just playing more central here, not trying to put on too much pressure. Letting Lane Tech take control a little bit here.
Glotz trying to cross again. Marzano. Again, trying to get this one up ahead to Kanya, but it is just too far left.
Sub here for Lane Tech coming in. Another throw-in for Lane Tech here. Maybe trying to go far with this one. Play it short.
Yeah. I was going to say, you got to imagine they're going to try and go far on this one. It's still been pretty unaggressive offensive performance from them thus far. No change of pace, really, for both these teams.
Yeah, it's kind of just been back and forth. Another turnover there. You would kind of like to see the Dukes to slow it down a little bit, but obviously 15 minutes left in the half. We'll have to see the adjustments that Coach Stopka makes, but
Grove gives this one up ahead now to Rem. He's pushing on a 2-on-1 here. Marzano gets a foot on this one, but Rem recovers. He's trying to shake off his defender. Out of bounds. Champions ball now for a corner kick.
Yeah, second corner of the day. Maybe they can get this one a little bit more up this time. The last one was pretty low. Give somebody a chance to get ahead on it and redirect it towards goal here.
It will be Kraus to kick here. Initiating. Nice ball there. It is off the head of Rublitis, though. Lane Tech trying to pull this one back in. They do at the 35 instead.
Yeah, Rublitis using his height to his advantage as the Dukes are looking to push here.
Glods.
And nobody there once again trying to play up the field. The Dukes currently just trying to go for the home run pass and create that one-on-one opportunity, but
Black pushing ahead. Still by himself.
another throw in here. I don't know how many we've seen so far, but
can we get a shot? Zoom cam? Never mind. I was going to say there was some brotherly love happening, but, you know. I remember, I'm not sure, I forgot the relation to how the kid was there, but little kid would, for girls soccer, would have a Go Dukes cardboard cutout sign.
yeah, I do remember that.
Running up and down the section. Great kid.
2 subs in for the Dukes here. Alex Grant has checked into the game.
Alex Grant, another strong leg for the Dukes last year. Had a very, very impressive season. And, you know, Ryan, Friday is the start of what we love here most at York Sports Network. It's up for interpretation what we love here at York Sports Network the most, whether it's the Tosh or football.
It's always a debate.
It's a debate. It's a debate.
It's like your controversial cake. We had to compare Tosh and Christmas.
I think we have to have a vote on that. We're gonna send that poll out later tonight to the masses. What do you love doing more?
I think it's for you, Tosh.
It's for me. It's Tosh.
I feel like it's 100% Tosh.
I mean, listen, basketball is my favorite sport. If you guys couldn't tell,
Big Thunder fan,
right? Obviously, and I don't know. It's 67 games. How can you like not mess with 67 days, 67 games, 5 straight days of basketball? I mean,
it's a great time. You go from gym to gym. There's always a crazy game going on, even if it's not the most competitive teams.
That's what I love about high school basketball. You could see anything, and especially at the Tosh. You could see a nationally ranked player somewhere in one of the gyms. You could see a buzzer beater, a 7-foot kid. I mean, what's not to love? And I'm not going to leak it, but
no, we get the 6'7" joke.
Has 6'7" rode its course?
Yeah, pack it up.
Still got some life.
You're almost 18. Peak senior over here.
Valdez gets this one in his hands at the 5.
Yeah, good take from Valdez there, able to stop the pressure there by Lane Tech. A little bit too much mustard on that pass there.
Lane Tech trying to control again. Coates gets his foot on this one. It's out of bounds. It is going the champion's way again.
Good throw there.
Still trying to battle for it. Looked like it went out. Yep, they'll call that one.
Good defense from Robladis. They were able to close him down and force him to try to go around him, and which ended up costing him a goal kick for the Dukes here.
Number 28, and Atanasio Munoz checking in.
Munoz.
Avar. Out of Jones. Still trying to control.
Good win there by Grant.
You
Gets
know,
it right up.
And Ryan, you did kind of hit it on the head. You know, when we first saw this champions team run out, they definitely do have a height advantage on this team. With Alex Grant, you do get a bit of extra height here for these Dukes as they are kind of severed there.
Yeah, it's definitely something you need. I mean, Roblatus has got some height to him, but besides that, you don't really notice too much there. This looks like 2 subs are coming in for the Dukes here. Free kick here for Lane Tech at the 24. Good ball in, but a little bit too far. Go out for a goal kick.
Back in number 6. Patrick Mazar, number 17, Charlie Dubray.
Charlie Dubray checking in now for the first time for the Dukes.
Nazar also checking back in. As Micah and Coates go to the bench. Probably, presumably, for the rest of the first half here, as there's 8:50 on the clock.
Dubray with some aggression there, going the Duke's way. Nope.
I think it'd be a free kick for Lane Tech, trying to play it fast out.
Oof.
Went up high for that
Yeah,
one.
Marzano really stretched out for that one. Landon Scott gives this one over now to Heinrich. I can only think of Kirk Heinrich when I hear Heinrich.
A little bit too far on that through ball there. Both teams kind of just going pace for pace right now, just trying to play these through balls, but none of them can really get through and get a touch on them. Good ball in there.
Oh, just left there for Kraus. Valdez was out of goal. He had a golden opportunity and squandered.
Yeah, Valdez very aggressive there. He's been aggressive all night, and he just gave him – he was able just to cut down that angle just enough for him to force it left of the goal there. Golden opportunity for Lane Tech, but it's turned down.
Number 24, Anthony Suarez.
Suarez coming back in now for Lane Tech.
Good ball there. Tries to play it through 3 defenders. Dukes get the ball back.
Again, that Lane Tech defense, so fast to respond. They're centrally located, so it's just hard to really get past the 20, if anything, Brownster.
Yeah, mishap there.
Oh!
Good slide tackle there by Avar.
That's going to leave a champ rolling on the floor. They're not going to stop. No, they will stop.
And now they
play.
will stop play.
That is Adrian Skolznik holding his ankle. So while he does that, or while they tend to him, we will step aside. You're watching York Sports Network. We welcome you back here after the injury timeout. Status champion is okay.
Yeah, Dukes play aggressive off the kick there, sending it all the way up towards the 10-yard line.
Now inside of 6 minutes here in the first half. Still a scoreless affair. We'll see if it pans out the exact same way it did last year. Could very well happen.
Not much momentum going to tell you it's going to be any different. Weird throw in there.
Marzano gives us one over now. Trying to cross.
Bad bounce there.
Yeah, Bizarre just couldn't hold on to that one. Now, Lane Tech trying to push. Dubray takes control of it, though. Kicks this one back around. And now Lane Tech controls again.
Got some open field here to cross one in.
Munoz going to his left. Getting double team. Gets this one stripped away. Nice defense there by the Dukes. Rubicek gives this one up ahead. Dubray. Excuse me. Stratton not able to keep that one in.
Yeah, we haven't heard Stratton's name much tonight at all. It's been really quiet as that one is going to be another throw in here.
Stratton going with an untucked, oversized Adam Sandler-esque look in this game here. You can see the baggy shorts, long socks, and untucked shirt. It's definitely a statement. Definitely different.
Yeah, Lane Tech able to get ahead in that ball. Just couldn't direct it towards net. This is going to be a goal kick here for the Dukes. See how they played out of the back here. Blaze looking to go far with it.
Blightus, nice ball there, but it's right to a champion.
Pick up from Valdez there.
Rubicek.
Got to be careful here.
Kicks this one up. Ooh, bicycle kick there. Not sure what the intention was. Kind of smiling it off.
I mean, sometimes when you get the opportunity, especially that close, you just got to go for it. You're not going to get too many opportunities to do that.
Do you remember the Luke Piscacci bicycle kick JV2? That was
It's unbelievable.
I wasn't looking, but then we had the camera rolling for that game for whatever reason. It was a JV2 game before. That was I got to find that lost footage somewhere.
How many goals did you score that game?
He had a hat trick.
Yeah, I was going to say.
He went nuts, and then he got the call up to JV1. Played some time on VAR during senior night, but now he's out. Well, he quit soccer at Elmhurst, but he had that one.
Oh, he quit?
Yeah, I guess.
I did not hear about this.
I guess they gave out too many scholarships or something. And I guess this happened with a lot of their sports.
So is he still going to Elmhurst?
Oh, he's still going to Elmhurst, of course. Oh, here's an opportunity for the Dukes. Oh, what a deflection there by Evan Burgess. I remember that name from last year. Burgess was a force in the goal. Uses his length there. Deflects that ball going to his right.
Yeah, great shot there. Great move to be able to get open. He had a golden opportunity here.
Now it's a corner kick here for the Dukes. Lopez Garcia to initiate. Nice ball. Stratton not sure where that one was. And it goes in the corner. Nice move.
Man, what a chance for the Dukes there.
Burgess. Man, I remember that name now. Man, what a block. Less than 2 minutes to go.
Great poise from the kid there. Pure class. Ball won by the Dukes there. Have some open field here.
Dubray
tries to take it himself.
Yeah. Not sure he was completely aware that he was getting doubled from behind.
Good ball by Robletus there. Grant looking to go with it.
Stratton. Nice cross there, and just foiled again by Burgess.
Yeah, if you're Grant, you have to pull that one down and put that in the back of the net. That is a perfect opportunity there. As Lane Tech is coming the other way here, 2-on-1.
Here's Gatto. Oh! Tough hit there.
That is going to be some bad contact
Collision
there.
between Gatto and Rubicek. Took a shot to the chest, I think, with their cleat. High-five it off. They both seem to be all right. That
looked bad off first look, Luca. Good to see them both get up there.
We were thinking.
30 seconds now left here. This ball just too far for Dubray. And it looks like this one's going to be scoreless heading into the locker rooms.
Yeah, it's going to be
these teams adjust.
It's going to be a lot of talk about here. Obviously, both teams trying to play aggressive and create that scoring opportunity, but obviously it hasn't worked out here. It's still middle at half here, unless something drastic happens in the next 10 seconds.
And that is half. Your score is 0-0. Both teams have a lot to talk about. Just got to initiate some offense. With that, we will step aside. Don't go anywhere. You're watching York Sports Network.
Is there a single girl in your guys' class or no? Is there a single girl in your guys' class or no?
Yo, I want one, but I can't get one when there's nobody in my classes.
That's not our fault. Well, no, that was in the YTV class. If you think
My class is only me and Bridget.
see, bro, the Bridget hate his universe. Was deserved.
What happened?
Chambers brought that up. You heard him like, oh no, it was after you walked out. He was like, yo, this should be Bridget too. Like, Candy came to me and was like, no, this is his friend.
Bridget.
Oh,
Wait, like what? So
one of our
The long story.
made a fake number and texted Chambers saying he pretending to be Gabe saying he got Bridget pregnant. And Chambers
It got pulled on the nose.
that was so
He told me it wasn't for that reason though.
No, he said he lied. He said it was
Yeah.
not
It was about stool.
No, they run stool dudes.
Yeah, I know. That's why he said he got held down for though. That's what he told me.
They think Gabe runs stool dudes. Exactly. That's the point. That's the point. Thank you. And you're worried about
Ariaga.
Welcome back here to the second half. Still a 0-0 game. Both teams still trying to figure out on offense, Brownster.
Yeah, obviously there were some good chances there towards the end, but neither team was able to execute here as they were looking to get off early here.
Glotz takes a tumble there.
Yeah,
Stay with the champs.
trying to fire it from deep range there.
Coach set to throw in. And like I said, just a lackluster half on offense for both sides. Both have been flustered. Dukes have just had a tough time inside the 20. Lane Tech has had some nice shots on goal, just not really able to capitalize.
Yeah, a lot of shots on goal, but not a lot of good shots on goal. A lot of them been weak and easy saves for Ali there. Goal kick here.
Burgess again. And I did say, I remember that name from last year. 5 minutes left in the first half. We didn't have to say his name because there weren't any shots on goal for the Dukes for Burgess to defend, but I would say he probably defended 16 shots at least last year against the Dukes and still doing a fantastic job thus far in this game, just a lower volume of shots to defend.
Looks like that ball went out of bounds, but ref says play on here, so Duke's able to win it back.
Glotz gives us one up ahead now. Over to Skinner. It's turned over. Duke's still trying to recover.
Completely switch here.
Nice ball up ahead. Lane Tech trying to attack the other way.
Just a little bit too aggressive there for Micah as Lane Tech's going to play this one fast. He's going to have a good opportunity for a cross here.
Rem from the corner off the head there of Rublitis. Nice ball again. Stratton trying to get this one on the ground. Out of Duke's territory. There it goes.
Good clear there. Able to get out of the danger zone as Lane Tech was looking to find the next pass there.
You know, Lane Tech, an interesting school for sure. Selective enrollment school. If you don't know what that is, you got to apply there in middle school. You got to apply there. Tough place to get into. One of the top academic institutions, not only in the state but in the nation.
Ref getting out of the way there. So Ali gives that one right up.
Nice shot there. It's blocked by Valdez. Ooh. Rebound, and that one way too high there. Visibly frustrated after that squandered kick.
Yeah, Rem had a great opportunity there to make this game non-scoreless anymore, but he just skies it completely as he was not able to time up his kick correctly. Good initial save by Ali there, to keep this game scoreless.
Yeah. Ooh, almost stopped there.
Break for the Dukes here.
Here they go. Stratton pushing the other way. He's got Skinner to his left. He fills the lane. Burgess to defend this one, and just too high upright. Kanya squandered opportunity there.
Yeah, Kanye did a great job there by staying on sides, but the ref didn't raise the flag, so it was going to be a good goal if he was able to put it in the back of the net, but just skied it a little bit to the right and up.
Nice ball again.
Great ball there. Bad touch there. Goal kick for the Dukes here. Pace has seemed to picked up a lot to start the second half here, Luca.
Both teams coming out rejuvenated, ready to attack. Can imagine Mr. Stopka definitely reiterated that during the huddle during half.
Nice
ball
little move
again,
there.
Yeah. Oh, slide tackle there on Skinner. Now Lane Tech controls. They give it behind now to Morrow.
Bad turnover there. Skinner's got some space here to work with, and he tries to completely switch the field.
York in control again. Strand to Glads.
Like that take back by Glass
Yeah.
there. Saw he had nothing to work with, so able to retain possession there.
Marzano. Controlling at the 45. Punts this one away. Intended for Glads there. Right in the goal zone. This one out. Oh.
Strad's not happy about
Come
that
on.
one, throwing the ball away.
Yeah. You know, things did get shippy. I don't know if you remember this, Brownster. Things did get shippy at the end of last year's
I actually do remember
matchup.
that.
It got a little heated between both these two parties. So there is still a little bit of that blood coming in. I don't remember who was.
Pretty sure it was Ollie, right? Didn't
maybe.
he get?
Yeah, I don't remember who exactly was fighting. Oh, Diego Ochoa, who's now playing at COD, one of our goalies, was not happy with one of Lane Tech's players' words. So there was some shoving exchange, but it was all broken up. But again, even though these teams rarely see each other in everything, this being an inner city team from the Red Conference in Chicagoland, and this being a West Suburban team, they don't meet a lot, but there still seems to be some bad blood. This is the second year that these two teams have met in a contract agreement, obviously, to play one another. Here's a shutout goal here. That one just way right. Came off the foot a bit awkward there.
Yeah, I tried to take it from long range there. It was going to be a miracle if he was able to put that one in, but
Junior Landon Scott there on the miss. Valdez. Glads just able to control that ball. Now Marzano. Back to Glads. One-on-one, out of bounds.
yeah, Dukes are just having a hard time making those simple passes, and they're trying to push it a little bit too much. I think they need to just relax and find the easy make the easy pass. They're going to say a throw-in for the Dukes there as it deflected. Lane Tech is not happy about that. Either way, they get the ball back, and it's immediately turned over.
Coates. Up ahead now. Nice kick there by Kanya. Just no one there.
Yeah, obviously it's really first game of the season, and chemistry's not there yet.
Just some lanes and holes to fill in a common game, but some experience being taught by both these teams with one another at the same time.
Yeah, obviously, like I said at the beginning of this, like a very brand new team here for the Dukes. Obviously, it's going to take some time to gel, especially since it's a quick turnaround. They just had the tryouts last week, and you finally figure out your team and you get right into it.
I think it's insane with these fall sports especially. Tryouts can't happen until you get back into school or the athletic calendar starts, which I believe is this year was August 11th.
Yeah.
It's always that Monday. August,
Deflected ball in there.
just off. Start of the athletic calendar. It's the start of that first week. So August 11th, not August 13th when York gets at school, but that Monday, that's when the athletic calendar starts. Tryouts have to happen that day.
Yeah. What do you say? Are you talking about early? We're only 2.5 weeks in, and here we are.
Exactly. There's not a lot of practice, so, you can imagine that. I mean, football obviously these teams have camps over the summer, right? But there's no solidified roster.
Because obviously And with this year, what I've heard, it's been really competitive for spots and people playing their butts off to get there. And
always in these retool years where you're moving in between classes and what have you not, there is a lot of competition, not just between the junior and senior class, but senior, junior.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly.
So you can imagine that was a topic of discussion. There are a lot of solidified things. What the girls volleyball roster may look like, what the football roster. Obviously, the football roster, we know what that looks like because they have those camps and it's divided by junior, senior.
Yeah, but soccer, it's like you have to see what happens, and you don't know who's going to be on that team and make the varsity.
And, yeah, there were some implications on, obviously, who was going to make it, but not really who was going to start last season, Stratton, I believe, the only starter last year. I'm sure Glodz would have, but obviously he was out with that injury, right? So there was definitely some question marks, holes to be filled, replacements, and we'll see how the Dukes can do with that. It was, again, a pretty rough season. I mean, losing in the first round of regionals to Oswego East at the Glenbard East Regional last year. That was
a rough game.
Tough game, yeah. But so Dukes are out for vengeance, man.
Yeah, and another key thing I forgot to kind of bring up there is that Jaden Rothmeyer is no longer playing soccer, and he was on the varsity team out last year on the bench.
Another big component for that team. You're right.
He's now trying to pursue in hockey as he's playing AAA.
Nice save there by Valdez again. Rolls this one over quickly. Stratton just not able to get a foot on that one, but he does on this blocked kick. Now being doubled out of bounds. Still getting chippy out there.
Yeah, Stratton's not happy about that one. He was looking for the foul call there. Didn't get it. Little tug of the jersey there he's trying to show.
Ball pulled down here by the Dukes. Now trying to push.
Good touch by Kanya there.
Push behind, excuse me.
Turned it back over, though. It's going to be another throw-in for Lane Tech.
And like you said, Glodz did this earlier. Now they're getting reads. Kanya, again, visibly upset there. Getting reads here on the offensive end, realizing they can't push on all these fast breaks, Ryan?
Yeah, because, I mean, they have one guy going up like Kanya or Glotz, and there's 3 Lane Tech defenders back, so it's going to be really easy for them just to deflect that ball away and get possession back because they're trying to play these through balls that are just, like, really unrealistic. I think they need to start trying to build out of the back a little bit more and open up the opportunity to have those opportunities for those long balls and those playthroughs.
Stratton stays with the Dukes here. No, champs.
Long throw in here.
Nice ball, deflected though. This one way up in the air. Tracking back is Rublitis, now up ahead.
Skinner couldn't bring that ball down. It's kind of hard with the height of Skinner, not a very tall fellow there.
Duke's now trying to defend here. Lane Tech making a push.
It's going to go a little too far there.
Lane Tech, obviously known as LT in the city, but we have our own LT, Lions Township. So the debate is, who is the real LT? We call in John Finucane for this philosophical question. John, there's a lot of different avenues to go down with this question.
Luca, we've had this conversation multiple times, and I mean, we just had it the other day or the other week about the silver and the gold conference. And I mean, when you think of LT, do you really think of Lane Tech, Luca? No, you think of Lions Township. Lane Tech is not a town. Lions Township is a town.
It's LaGrange.
LaGrange Township is a town, okay? You don't think of Lane Tech Town. There's no Lane Tech Boulevard, no Lane Tech Avenue, no Lane Tech Parkway. It's not a monopoly board. There's no monopoly spot for them, all right?
You could. Ooh, whoa! What a
nice
spin move
juke.
There. There's no York. There's no York.
There's a York Road. There's a
York
Yorktown. There is a Yorktown.
Okay, but there was an Albert G. Lane as well.
You know what, Luca? I don't really I'm not big on the geographical. I'm more on the football. If you want to give me a pigskin, I could tell you all about it.
Well,
but
I should tell you that Lane Tech possesses one of the best wide receivers in the state of Illinois right now, Harrison Bakunis.
that's a
and
lie. That's
one of
an
the
absolute
top
lie.
defensive ends,
That's an absolute
Gavin
lie.
Ross.
That's an absolute lie.
And one of the top wrestlers, Cole Khaleesi.
That's an absolute lie. Best wide receiver in all of Illinois right now is Simon Godowski. Best D end is absolutely Hunter Stepanek. Best wrestler is absolutely
Frank Nitti.
Frank Nitty's at
Frank's the
IC.
tank.
Frank Nitty's
right,
at
he
IC.
transferred. That's right.
That's crazy. But by the way, speaking of other sports, what happened last night to our White Sox, Luca?
Yeah, the struggle there for the
What
Sox.
happened? We were
Yeah.
up 4-0. How do we lose by 5?
I took a shower assuming that game was over, and then I came out and looked bad. Oh, Burgess with the save! Man, another one right in between his legs.
That was a shootout, and I think the ball hit a Duke. No, he's fine. I'm going to give the mic back to your favorite announcer, Brown Sir. It's been a pleasure working this with you.
John Speaking of John Kanya frustrated after that one, but Burgess, man, what a block.
What a moment there for the Dukes, right in front of the net. Couldn't play the ball any better. And Burgess comes up with the big save there. A lot of golden opportunities tonight for both teams, just not able to execute here.
Rem pushing ahead. Oh, just through the legs there of Coates. Now Lane Tech crossing. Stopped by Coates himself. Recovered. Trouble for the Dukes. Cross. Oh, just out there.
Tried to go for the net there.
Yeah, really. Heart and soul there fell into the net, my friend.
Surprised he didn't try to play that one down low there. He had some guys in the box there.
Looks like Coates is down. Looks like a cramp maybe. No, that's not Coates. Can't completely tell who that is, but nonetheless they are doing cramp treatment. It happens, Dukes.
Stretching out the leg.
It happens.
Looks like Will Marzano is down.
I will say Marzano was laying it down in Wiffle yesterday in PE, so that might be contributing to this.
And they're going to call over the trainers here to tend towards Marzano here.
We welcome you back here. Cramp is over there for Marzano. He seems to be okay. Now Lane Tech pushing.
Looking for a handball there.
That is Bennett Kinney in now for the Dukes, number 21.
First appearance for him on varsity. JV2 last year. Big
Tanya.
step up.
Oh, long ball there. No connection. Now taken away by the champions trying to cross midfield. 22 minutes left here in the second half. Still any man's game.
Not sure what the plan was there. Didn't try to bring the ball down.
Nope.
Good win there from Lane Tech. Fighting for it.
Oof.
It's going to be picked up from the
Glotz.
Dukes,
Yeah.
and now it's going to be immediately turned away. Luca, like I said, just these unnecessary passes. You just got to calm down and try to not to just overthink it under pressure.
Exactly.
A little bit of White Sox talk going on.
Sox talk. Why does Salvi Perez hit so good against the White Sox is a philosophical question that has been being asked by Southsiders for years.
There's a lot of White Sox killers. Josh Naylor, Byron Buxton. Well,
Yep.
Josh Naylor's the worst.
Yeah.
Thank God he's out of the division.
He has a warrant for his arrest around Southside. Nice move again here. Getting doubled. Crosses. Shot. Weak one. Valdez there to block and rebound. It is good. Oh, no, it's not.
Off the side of the net there, Luca. My
Goodness.
He had a really tough angle there.
And he cramps up after that one.
My goodness. Ali with another save. Able to force it.
Lives to
But
see
for
another day.
Another
Keeps his-
rebound, though. He's getting up a lot of those tonight.
Keeps his perfect record going.
I believe that's the third one tonight.
You know, this has been an interesting game to watch, Dukes.
A lot of good opportunities here.
You know, I asked myself once I heard, or, you know, I went to a couple of Lane Tech's playoff games, obviously, to go support a fellow Panther. And I asked myself, like, this is not the team I saw last year at York. This is not the same team. They weren't exactly an offensive-minded team, but, I mean, with this defense anchored by Burgess, I mean, it is hard not to be impressed with this team. And, you know, I think that gives a lot of reasoning to why they were so good last year at the state level.
And obviously, once you make the playoffs, Luca, anything can happen. You just got to
Exactly.
get there.
Saw a Cinderella run from Rich Township in basketball.
Yeah, you see a lot of Cinderella runs happen.
And you know what? That's what I love. With the exception of football, every sport, every team in the IHSA gets one playoff game. And that, you know, starts, true magic. Anything can happen.
You just got to have that belief in that system within each other and your teammates.
Exactly. And some teams don't have that belief, and that leads to their demise very early on in playoffs, you know?
And you always see those gritty teams come out on top, just doing their best to keep it going and putting that extra pressure on and trying to come in with a different mindset into the playoffs every time.
Exactly.
Change up the formality of what you're running and just maybe put some more pressure, especially in soccer when you can make teams make more mistakes. There's a lot more goal-scoring opportunities. $20 to go here in the second half. Still scoreless.
Both teams just desperately looking for something to put them on the board. They've both been anchoring on defense, though. York's still trying to, balance the shot on goals. Obviously, Lane Tech has a surplus to them. So,
But there's another example right there. A simple ball. You just got to play in the middle of the field is left short and turned over. The Dukes just have to sustain this for a little bit longer. until some guys can get up the field. But when you have nobody getting up the field, it's not going to end up in your way. Free kick here for the Dukes, it looks like. I'm curious to see how they play this. Looks like they're going to try to send it all the way in from around the 35-yard line here. Interesting decision.
Formation here on the left here for York. They disperse as the ball is kicked. And it is broken up by Lane Tech, last off of them. You know, there was some amazing soccer played here last spring, obviously, with girls soccer. They made a Cinderella run themselves all the way to the Elite Eight of the IHSA playoffs. They weren't projected to make it out of regionals.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of good runs here at York. And obviously the boys last year were not one of those teams, and hopefully they can get back to the way. Like you said, only, 4 years ago they had their state title run.
Exactly. And you know, under the strong leadership of Coach Stopka, it's definitely possible.
Yes.
Glodz takes away the turnover here, pushing by himself, gives it behind now. They opt to slow down again, realizing they don't have numbers up ahead.
Good ball there. I don't know what they called there. They called a foul there, a little bit of a tug. As Lane Tech looks to move this one fast, but that one's going to be taken away there. Given right back.
Nice move there.
Ref blew something there. Pace of game is slowing down a little bit as we're down to 17 minutes here.
Kanya gives us one over now. Up ahead, Rublitis. Oh, excuse me, Kinney.
Very similar looking. Both got very blonde hair.
Lane Tech on the attack now. In scoring position. Broken up by Avar. Rem. Gives us one over now to Scheinger.
Good clear there by Avar. Able to get it out of trouble there.
16 minutes to go now in the second half.
Look, you kind of feel like any goal at this point would be the winner.
I would have to agree. The way both these teams are playing, just with their slow pace. Not exactly slow pace, it's just no one can. We're seeing it right now. No one can get it past.
They're playing
midfield.
it fast. They're just playing it too fast.
Yeah. Got to stay concerted.
Good ball there, though.
Stratton shoves off his defender there.
I'm going to slow it down a little bit here. And they're just going to send a lofty ball in that's not going to really intimidate anybody there.
Avar off his head. Now Lane trying to make some noise. Trying to move it across midfield. Stratton ahead of that one, but he gets this one stripped away again. Just keeps getting stopped on the side, trying to cross. And a tumble.
Going to give it over to the Dukes there, it looks like. A little bit of a flop there.
Stratton catching his breath. Header here.
Cleared away from Glotz there for a second. Lane Tech able to regain possession.
Here they go trying to push. Gatto, this one way far behind into the foot of Burgess at the 25.
Yeah, I like that play from Avar. He's been really aggressive all night, putting some pressure on this Lane Tech team, which you really like to see as he's able to making big plays on the defensive end here.
Shitness will throw this one in.
Trying to drive down the sideline here, looking to cross it in. One's going to be stolen away and cleared for the Dukes here.
Glotz gives us one up ahead now. Rubicek. Getting doubled there. Kanya still trying to recover, falls over.
That's when, if you're the Dukes, you have to help Kanya out there. It was 2v1. He was able to regain the ball in possession, but nobody was there to help him out in the midfield, and gives that one up, and Lane Tech's going the other way with it now.
Inside of 13 minutes here. Can we see some Graham Reedy magic here, perhaps?
I think so.
Don't even talk on Graham Reedy like that.
Some Kate Carter magic here. 9 seconds remaining. I don't know. We still got a ways to go for that one, but
Graham Reedy's amazing. Don't even.
incomparable to Graham Reedy, says John Finucane.
It's not even like, you can't even compare it. They're like two different people.
Two different people. Two different
Carmi
ways of
DeVille,
game.
Danny Miranda.
The dream team. Carmi, yeah. Joby.
Joby. Incredible soccer team.
Incredible.
That final goal where I leaped into Luca's arms.
Oh, against Lane Tech, yes. Or Lyons Township, yes. That was one for the ages.
West Chicago, the walk to the parking lot where you guys got 5 scores.
Jones. This one's broken up again.
Good clear by Avar. He's been all over, and that's going to be a tough foul there. Tripped him up.
Nazar. Oh, no, this one wasn't in play, but Nazar got tripped up either way. 11.5 to go. Nazar gets this one. Stunted
right
kick there.
over.
Yeah, tried to give it to
Opportunity
Kinney.
for Lane Tech here.
Nice shot there. It banks right in. Man, what a goal. Number 8. Owen Rem. Wonder shot off the left backboard, or left crossbar.
Oh, my
Man.
goodness, Luca. That was an unbelievable shot, and you were talking about magic a few minutes ago, and he just bangs it in off the left post. Nothing Ali could do about that. A little bit out of his box there, and my goodness, you could not have placed it any more perfectly.
Take a look at that again. Man, what a shot. I mean, check this out. Off the left crossbar, opposite side of the field.
My goodness, Luca, just pure class there. Not going to get much better than that.
And it's looking like you said, at the pace of this game, one goal is the decider, and it looks like Lane Tech might be starting their season 0-2 in the same song that they were singing last year. Excuse me, 2-0.
And that's just a heartbreaker for the Dukes right there. I mean, there's not much they can do about that. Just an amazing shot there.
Rubicek punts this one away. There's still hope, though, for the Dukes. Can get out of here with the draw or maybe 2-goal masterclass. We'll see.
Yeah, if you're the Dukes here, you're just looking for a point here.
Cole Shear was looping around there. Not able to find anyone. Burgess again. Nice block.
Yeah, good defense there from Lane Tech. They're able to force him to the corner and have him run more towards the outskirts and try to force that one in and not get as much power on that. That's just going to be easy for Burgess. Another turnover for the Dukes there. Lane Tech possibly just trying to get one more on the board and secure this win here.
They can, of course, go that right or just chew clock.
Yeah, obviously the Dukes haven't been much on the offensive end all night, so maybe that's a smart strategy to do, just to hold it out.
Still playing that great defense down the center. Able to find the Dukes' weak points.
Yeah, you wonder how the Dukes approach this now, obviously with only about 9 minutes to go here. Have to find an equalizer somehow here.
Marzano punts this one away. Now down on the ground. Scherer. Trying to chase this one back.
It's been the same story all night, Luca, just not able to bring those ones down and turning them over and not being able to get past that 40-yard line like you said.
Long shot here from Lane Tech, no good, way off to the right.
Yeah, it looked like he was trying to play that ball off and he had to stay on side, but a little bit too much on that one. Some subs coming in here for Lane Tech. Looks like some more cramping
Yeah,
here.
it's seen a consistency of cramping here in this game. We'll step aside as this champion is tended to. You're watching York Sports Network. Welcome back here. Cramp is okay. Valdez with the ball for the Dukes in the goal now. 8:38 left here in the second half. Dukes trail 1-0. And they got to get something going here before it is too little too late.
You'll see if how the Dukes play style changes here.
Scherer trying to push by himself. It's taken away, though. Marzano recovers at the 45. Kicked out again by Lane Tech.
But I like that idea from the Dukes here, able just to drive. You want to just drive it up the field and find some open space there. Obviously, that didn't work out in their favor that time, but the idea is there.
Glod's going by himself here. And Champ gets in front of him before he could go one-on-one with Burgess.
Yeah, a lot of pressure there. If Glotz was able to get a good first touch on that, there was a good chance he was going to have a really good shot there.
Duke's trying to recover here. Lane Tech on a fast break, though. Getting across midfield. Wipe out there.
Duke's throwing here. Not too much time left. And that one's going to be going Lane Tech's way. Duke's not able to find much right now. They just need to force something on net and put some pressure on the goalkeeper.
Official calling for hand.
Good pass there.
Marzano at the 35. Give this one over to Glodz. Glodz off his head. Now Stratton. 2-on-1.
Offsides are going to call.
Offsides.
It was a really close call there, but initially I thought it was the right call. As they tried to play that one off, but Stratton just got a little bit too far there.
6.5 minutes to go now. Burgess set to punt this one from the no, just a soft touch. Now a punt here from Grove.
Just keep killing the clock. Maybe a little bit of a jersey tug there. Ref has been letting them play on the night. Not too much stoppage.
out. Duke's possession. Now inside of 6 minutes. Glodz doesn't go chasing for that one. They reset now at the 5. Just
Now-
getting closer and closer into scoring position.
Yeah, now if you're the Dukes, I feel like you have to go far with this one and try to send one in. It looks like exactly what he's going to do. Get a good run up here.
Here goes Coates. Throwing this one over. Trying to get this one to Glodz. Not there in time. Shearer tries to give that one some motion towards the goal. Can't, though.
Approaching 5 minutes to go in this one. Story of the night, another turnover for the Dukes there as the ref gets in the way of that one.
Long kick again. Stratton. Now to Shear. Open opportunity just off his foot awkwardly. Marzano recovers, though, at the 30. Nice touch. Too high. And it is punted away again by Lane. Nice job getting out of that runt again.
Yeah, Marzano tried to play the hero ball there, 1v3. I know it's desperation time, but I feel like you just have to make a better decision than that.
Avar at the 40. Touch over here to Marzano. Now to Shearer. Shearer crossing. Off the head again. Avar shot. Scooped up by Burgess again. Looked like it had the angle there, but he was able to run over just in time. Now he's going to try and chew some clock with 3.5 minutes to go.
Yeah, a little bit of a toe kick there from Avar. Not able to get much power under it. Obviously from long range, but time is dwindling as we speak.
Grove punts this one high and away. Marzano puts his head on this one. Dukes won't go away without a fight here. Still time, 3 minutes.
Yeah, after the Dukes, you're going to have to start sending those defenders up and conceding downfield a little bit here. There's not much time left.
Oh, diving kick there. Just didn't have the right placement.
Now after the Dukes got to start applying some pressure here as they're in their back end.
Stratton tried running all the way down for that one before it got to Burgess, just not there in time. Avar gives us one up ahead.
Offside flag is up.
Glodz in disbelief with that one.
Yeah, good opportunity there. They've had that happen a few times tonight, a few too many times where they're just caught in an offside position and not able to hold that patience. Two minutes to go here in the second half. Duke's looking for a miracle at the moment.
Another sliding kick there. Lane Tech still controls, in scoring position now. Minute and a half, looks like they're just going to run it out. Now kicking in to the backfield.
Yeah, smart decision there, playing it back, chewing some clock.
Right through the legs there. Coates tries to pick that one up. They still have time. Here they go.
Duke's going fast pace here.
That has
give
not
that
been
one
the key for
immediately
them.
up.
Yeah, exactly. That has not been the key for them that game. You got to go fast paced nonetheless here with 70 seconds, but again, it just really has been.
Chemistry isn't there yet.
it's a decent strategy, but
Now, if you're the Dukes, you got under a minute left here. You just got to send it up and start sending some bodies up the field.
still sticking around midfield at the 40 now. Avar punts this one away.
Good win there by Avar. And that one's going to be turned over, and it's going to be a lane tech throwing with 30 seconds to go as the clock just keeps ticking. Lane tech's just going to throw us as far as they can up the field.
Shearer tries to get his head over that one. Duke's still pushing. Here they go.
And that one is going to be turned over.
8 seconds remaining. They'll dribble this one out. And that'll do it. Lane Tech walks away in a 1-0 victory here. And the Dukes struggled today. First game, this was Lane Tech's second. They start out the season 2-0. Dukes searching at 0-1 now. And, yeah, Browns or anything else?
Yeah, obviously it was a very impressive game from Lane Tech, not giving the Dukes that many scoring opportunities. They had one or two in there, but in that second half they really locked them down, and Dukes really had nothing going for them. They're obviously going to have to go back to the drawing board and put a few more practices together to build that chemistry.
And with that, we'll be signing off. I've been Luca DeSanto. Alongside me has been Ryan Brownlee. Thank you to Griffin, Hanna, John Finucane, Owen Tilson, Johnny Scalziti, and Mateo Rivera. Good night and go Dukes.